This week, Georgia Tea Party Congressman Paul Brown, one of 8 Republicans vying to succeed Saxby Chambliss in the U.S. Senate this fall, said that he makes his decisions about what legislation to support based on whether or not it adheres to Judeo-Christian biblical principles.
I stand firm on the 4 questions that I ask about all legislation, which are: the first, is it constitutional according to the original intent? Second, does it fit the Judeo-Christian biblical principles that our nation is founded upon? Third, do we need it? Fourth, can we afford it? If all 4 yes, I vote yes. Otherwise, I vote no.
And Paul Brown votes no a lot. So much so that he is ranked #1 on the Club for Growth's latest scorecard of conservative House members. And that is really something. Paul Brown beat out luminaries like Texas birther Louis Gohmert, Michelle Obamacare literally kills people Bachmann, and Tim Huelskamp, who cheered the House's $40 billion in cuts to food stamps, saying, quote, "You can no longer sit on your couch and expect the government to feed you." It takes work to be that far on the right. In fact, to get that far to the fringe of the conservative movement, Brown apparently had to ignore the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, including Judeo-Christian biblical principles. Then again, facts do not seem to be Paul Brown's strong suit.
All that stuff I was taught about evolution, embryology, Big Bang Theory, all that is lies straight from the pit of hell. This is really a young Earth. I don't believe that the Earth is but about 9,000 years old.
9,000 years old, not 4.5 billion. The Earth is 9,000 years old. That comment is from a former physician and proud member of the House Science, Space, and Technology Committee. The same committee, by the way, that Todd Legitimate Rape Aiken, served on, to be clear. But Brown is no stranger to colorful statements. A proud birther, he once likened the nation's health care law to, quote, "the Great War of Yankee Aggression," otherwise known as the Civil War. All 8 GOP candidates competing in Georgia's May 20th primary oppose the Affordable Care Act. They all oppose reproductive choice, and they all either voted against ending the government shutdown or they said they would have had they been in Congress. So this is going to be a nail-biter of a primary, and to get ahead, Paul Brown is willing to go there. His latest stunt, raffling off an assault rifle to one of his lucky supporters. It is precisely moves like this, as well as beliefs that fall way, way outside of the mainstream, that could open the door for Democrat Michelle Nunn, who will be running against whichever of the 8 Republican candidates wins a Georgia primary. So keep it up, Georgia GOP, because we've seen this play before, and it may have had Todd Aiken or Christine O'Donnell or Sharon Angle in the lead role, but the end is always the same. The person with the incendiary, misguided, really questionable statements, that person loses. That's all for now. I'll see you back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. The Ed Show is up next.